Molweni, Sanibonani, Dumela, Abusheni, hello, and welcome back to African Closer ASMR. In today's video, I will be walking around my village, and whilst doing that, I will also be talking about some of the most popular invasive and indigenous plants that we have in South Africa. So just sit back, relax, and hopefully you will enjoy watching this video. By the way, plant leaves are called amaqabi in Xhosa, and over here I am seeing this yellow flower, and a yellow flower is called intyatyambo eqanda. Anyway, let's start identifying these invasive plant species that we have. The first one I'd like to talk about is this one. It's called lantana weed, and it is an invasive species and one of the world's worst weeds. That is because it is a threat to biodiversity and natural ecosystems. It invades natural landscapes. It outcompetes indigenous plants, and it tends to reduce cattle grazing. This lantana flower is highly poisonous to human beings and animals. We call it ubukwebezana in Zulu and ubutywala bentaka in Xhosa. It can be used as a hedge, just like here. It is a threat, a major threat in 6 provinces here in Mzansi. It is not too problematic in Free State, Gauteng, and the Northern Cape province. The grass is called Inca in Xhosa. Ndicela uchebe Inca. Please cut the grass. Inca, the grass. So let's just keep walking and try to figure out which other species we can talk about. This yellow flower is some kind of golden ester. While this plant can tolerate some of the harshest conditions, such as heat, drought, humidity, and poor soil conditions. It is basically a survivor. And speaking of survivors, looky, what do we have here? We have a chicken down here, but that's not what I would like to talk about. I am interested in this, and this is called Buckwheat, banga in Xhosa. Buckwheat and antana are two of the most problematic invasive plants that we have here in South Africa. Buckwheat can survive under some of the most harshest climate conditions. It can be able to tolerate drought, fire, and frost. As a matter of fact, when there is a fire outbreak, instead of putting out the fire using water, which is a scarce resource, people normally run and break a branch of banga bugweed and hit the fire with it in order to put it out. Down here we have a plant called the tropical soda apple, and as you can see, the leaf blade and stem of it are prickly. As a matter of fact, the entire shoot system of this plant is basically covered by thorns, in thorns, with thorns. You get what I'm trying to say, right? So yeah, thorns are called ameva in Xhosa, and now and see what else we can find, because today we are exploring. Masiqhubekeke sihamba bethunana sibone ukuba yintoni na enye esiza kuyibona. Siqhubekeke sihamba. Looky, looky what we found. I am seeing ibhokhwe apha phambi kwam. Ndibona a goat, and voila, here it is. It's just standing here in the middle of the road. And what do we do now? It's just looking at me, and I don't know what to do. And I'm just looking back. Just looking back. And ibhokhwe is called a goat, and impondo are the horns. Impondo, horns. So yeah, let's just walk past it. Okay, let's just walk. Let's just go. Let's quickly go. Thank you, Mr. Goat. Over here we have the Tassel Flower. Well, this kind of looks like the milk thistle, which has many health related benefits. It helps protect your liver and bones. It lowers blood sugar levels for diabetic individuals. It also helps prevent age-related decline in brain function, and it has the potential to help treat acne. Hi son, asikagqibi tu ukuhamba kwaye asikabiphi ukugqiba. Ukuba wena ubucinga uba sesifikele esiphelweni, chitha utyiwe ngoba kusekude enxinibeni. Masiqhubekeke sihamba sibone ukuba yintoni na enye esingadibana nayo. Let's keep walking. Over here I am seeing a dandelion. Dandelions found in South Africa are hairier than your typical dandelions. Its roots and leaves contain vitamins and minerals. As a matter of fact, its roots can be roasted and used as a caffeine-free coffee substitute. The flowers, not the hairs, can be infused to make wine. Literature also states that dandelion roots help fight diseases and even cancer, which is quite impressive. Sibona ingca ende kanobom in ende. This grass is called love grass, weeping love grass, and it produces large amounts of seeds that readily spread into disturbed areas. It is strongly competitive with other pasture species. Inga grass, ndicela uchebe inga. Please cut the grass. Cheba inga. Cut the grass. Ndicheba inga. I am cutting the grass. Would you look at that? Look at my hand. Okay, let's just move on. Apa sibona inkuku. Chickens are called inkuku. One chicken inkuku, and they are the most or amongst the most widely domesticated animals here in the Eastern Cape. That's why they're always on my background. Over there kukho inqa egagamele ilanga njengaba bantu bapha ekoneni. This grass is called the torching grass. It is used mostly by rural people for roofing their homes, especially rondavels. Thatching grass is commonly used for matting to make a mat called ukuko, and it can also be used for making a broom. Yes, for making chayelo, a broom that we use for sweeping around the house and around the yard. So yeah, chayelo. Sichayela using lenga yomiswe apa elangeni. Let me just touch it. And down here we have evergreen plants and trees. Some of these plants do have a few yellow leaves. That could be because the leaves are older and the tree wants to shred them, so they would turn yellow and then wilt and fall off the plant. and I highly doubt that the color change is as a result of nitrogen deficiency. So yeah, I mostly know the names of some of these plants in Xhosa, and I'm not quite sure about the English terms. This one is called Inky. Inky. INKI in Xhosa. This is still Inky. It's very popular around this region. Inky. All of this is Inky. And then over here, this one with the small tiny leaves is called Umkhalakahla. Let me just get one leaf and show you what it looks like. So this is what it looks like. Ndisola ubuso bakho, ndisola ikamera ngomkhahlakahla, ndisole ubuso bakho, ndisole ngomkhalakahla. Masiqhubekeke sihamba ndikubonise xa ndisondele. This is what the rest of the tree looks like. And yeah, that is it for Umkhalakahla. Yeah, ingathi sesifikile amaphethelweni ngoku. I just wanna go play with that white sand over there. But before I do that, I would like to talk about this reddish brown rock. This reddish brown color may be due to the accumulation of iron oxides. Now let me play with this white sand. Mandike ngesandla. Amadada adada edamini. Let me wash my hands because they are dirty. I was touching sand, so let me just get down and wash them. I think I should end the video here because if I continue doing this, I might end up touching poison ivy, and I don't want that to happen. So there's always a next time for other plants. Now that I'm done with that wilted leaf, let me just say it was a pleasure going on this journey with you and exploring the different plants that we have in South Africa. But for now, ndiyahamba, funeka ndihambile. I have to go. Okay? Ulale kakuhle, uphole kakuhle, uzole kakuhle, nokuba yintoni nantoni nantoni oyenzayo uyenze kakuhle. And what that means is good night, sleep tight, sweet dreams, and it is that you do. I hope that you will flourish. Baba yini betunana ndimkile